Live streaming is on.
Well, I guess technically there would be three things. And we still don't have topic 0 here. So I'll put this setup, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have it in the template for the message.
I'm just going to add a topic 0 here. Topic 0. So there's three things that kind of start the session. One is obviously the recording, right?
Correct.
But I don't think that's necessarily policy. So I cannot. Okay, there we go. So three things that start a session. Right, what doesn't start a session is agreement, right? Agreement does not start a session. Does that make sense? It's just like saying, like, oh, the work is done, right? It's like, no, the work's not done, right? You can't say the work is done and have it be done. You can't agree that, oh, yeah, we've completed all the work, but obviously nothing happened. That's just complete corruption. So the three things that start a session is one, the recording. But the recording doesn't really matter because it's like, you didn't actually start the session, right? If you started recording. So then you have check-ins. Check-ins are a really good start, right? And then the other is the notes, right? So those three things, documentation of the meeting is very important, which is the notes and the recording. So if you don't have, you can't really start the meeting. And if you don't have the recording going on, it's hard to actually be documenting it. But either way, those things together are essential. And then you basically, whether it's check-ins, positions, whatever the first part of setup is, right? So whatever you're doing for your setup and your agenda, like actually starting that would be the easiest, most official way to start the meeting, right? But even positions is not necessarily a start. But either way, we did fine for today. But it's just good to note that you actually have to do something in order to start meeting.
Yeah, but what do you need with notes? What do you mean with notes? So notes, we always do notes before the session. So notes, if two workers are inside the notes.
But that's exactly why you do the notes before the meeting, because you need the notes to start the meeting. Right? Yeah. So if you get to the beginning of the meeting and you don't have any notes, you can't really start. Does that make sense? So if you're trying to start on time, you almost are guaranteed to have to set up the notes early. And this is why we schedule early, to get everything set up so that everything starts on time. So ideally for like a full, planetary session, you would get there early, you would get everything set up, you'd have your position set up, you got your notes set up, you have your recording basically going or ready to go right at the top of the hour. And then, you start with check-ins, you actually start the meeting at the beginning of the time, right? That's would be a official professional level meeting start.
And the meeting starts usually
meeting positions and the notes and the recording, all that is taken care of early before the beginning of the meeting, and then the beginning of the meeting itself is the check-ins in essence. That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yes, it does.
This way.
But anyways, for us, it's fine to kind of have a little wiggle room, but as long as we're here on time, or we should be fine. But I have a lot of times people just show up and you're sitting around, nothing's happening.
Yeah, right, but for sure, Ate and Joyce were late, so you need to do policy tracking. Yeah. You strike each one 15 minutes.
Well, it's like 5 to 15 minutes. I don't know if it's 15 minutes.
Strike is 15 minutes.
No, not necessarily.
We remember we had the fault, it was 5 minutes, and we had the strikes 15 minutes. And then we just said
strike is 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, all right, right. Fault is 5 minutes, strike is 15 minutes.
Yeah. For being late is 15 minutes.
Anyway, I'll start check-ins. I would give myself
wait.
Position.
Can you do positions first, please?
Okay. I can do some policy keeping. I can help out with communication. I think Alberto.
I'll be the human timekeeper.
Human timekeeper.
I'll equally take notes.
Matt is not here. So can you do audio video indexer, Jay, since you're doing the recording? Word priority master, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the storytelling. I'm going to do the value tracking at the end of the session. I'm going to do the vocabulary list.
I'll equally do vocabulary list.
You can do you want to do the vocabulary list? Okay, great. So this is 2 points for Ate.
You guys should eat on your own, and then we can
Ate 2 points. Joyce, you want to take on the organizational timekeeper as well?
Where?
Joyce?
Is that the
Four?
hello?
Yeah, I can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, that's the one that, for example, the topic is 10 minutes, then I should tell 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes, you say, for a topic, we say 5 minutes. We've been going for 5 minutes. Then 10 minutes, we've been going for 10 minutes out of the estimated, I don't know, depending on how much we estimate for each topic. You keep track of the time that we're spending for each topic, also in relation to the time that we estimate for the topic when we do the agenda, the focus and desired outcomes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So positions, great, set.
Right, check-in. So I can start on the check-in. I'm gonna give myself a 2.5. I've been working on the investments yesterday. We did the assets and POS and SM, and we did all the stocks, and we did it. It was the first time we ever actually, sat down, did a full session, got through all the responsibilities, the responsibility organizings, maybe 30% completed. And it's just really exciting, to have that finally completed to the point where we actually did the work. So now we got to go to the crypto and get that all done. And so, oh my goodness, we've been trying to get these things done for so long, it feels like years. So I'm really excited that hopefully next months we'll actually get on top of the investments. Other things have been, dealing with all this stuff with Stacy, and we have the nonprofit budget and the overall budget, and helping advise on the taxes and everything. So anyway, it's all moving forward. We got lots of work going on. We also have the prime trajectory of the website planning, which we've been doing. So I've been pretty busy. Check.
Okay, I'll go next.
Okay. After
Yeah, I'm at the 2.
2.
I have been working on the worker coordination and the taxes. I look forward to the section. Officially, I'm back from my leave. I'm fine, a little bit fine. Maybe it's okay. So I look forward to the section check.
Great. Joyce, please go next. I'm going to take your notes.
Okay. I'm also 2. And
we can't hear you very well, Joyce.
Yeah.
You cannot hear me?
You're a bit far away.
Okay, wait just a minute. Hello? Can
Now
you
we
hear me
can
now?
hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine now.
Okay. I've been working on worker involvement criteria verification, and also taxes, and also fixing my responsibilities on my main doc. And what else?
Getting organized.
Check. Yeah, getting organized. Okay.
Okay.
Alberto, I will take that.
Yeah, thank you. So I made 3. Yeah, I've been working on the investment with Jay and the budget, taxes today, worker criteria, yes. Also, we had a good session on what was the good session we had? I don't remember. All right. Anyways, a lot of work going on. Glad I'm back 100% with the full-time hours. And yeah, I'm looking forward to our EVA session for sure. I mean, lots of interesting topics that are already listed. We'll see. Check. Somebody else here before we go on? No, nobody. All right, let's start. Focused and desired outcomes. So as you can see, I listed some topics that I've been gathering throughout the last month that I think are applicable to our EVA session. So I would obviously do the review of the current issues from last month, so we get the We have the list that we would update and review. Then we have this new policies database, which we are starting to update with the policies that come up that create issues or the one that we broke most often. So we have included several topics that I think would be very beneficial that we review together. Then I have updated the 3074 East month deadlines. So I would like those to be reviewed before I officially announce them to everybody, to the team. We have the worker involvement criteria that they've been working on, so this definitely needs to be reviewed because it's also an upfront pay stop deadline. So maybe this should go first, obviously. So then we have these two training that are very important, and I think that we could address them because we haven't managed to in our Thursday main session, but today I think it's a good session to do some training on this very important work categories, trajectories, which is brand new and it's amazing, and overall facilitation and project management that has been for a long time. We said we want to do some more training on that. These are my proposal for today's sessions. Any other topic from you guys?
The certification also of the management status update.
The certification.
When's the deadline for that?
Do we need certification for that? I think just agreement from. We have agreement, right? Everybody.
I don't know. We said last time, and so I just took note of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, do we need to certify the vote? We can do that.
I don't even know what the vote was or when the deadline was or anything. Also, we talked about going through our deadlines at the beginning as part of the setup.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because part of the setup also typically includes the scheduling, simple upcoming sessions and deadlines calendar.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, the first step is to review the deadlines. If they're all okay, then definitely we could do another topic where we decide how to implement this new setup item that we talked about, which is very important.
What was the topic that's so important?
I see there is two steps here. First, review the deadlines, right? We need to review the deadlines for the month, so that we are all agreement on the deadlines. Then once we review them, we decide how we want to introduce this new setup item for the sessions, for where they're going to put it, when it's going to happen. Like review the
part of the setup.
Yes, for another topic or equally
setup,
like.
You can see it. It's line 25 under setup.
It's already part of the setup.
Yes.
Ah.
So there's the setup includes the beginning of the setup, the mid, and the end of the setup. So it happens after we do our desired outcomes and topics. We would go into our. These are basically the things that you check in on, even if they're not topics. It's just a quick check-in on our schedule, deadlines, making sure that accountability and Plasmo is all together. Any proposals that are not in the topics are addressed, and then obviously any vibes, contentious issues, conflicts. Like obviously this session is where the entire session is focused on evaluation and dealing with issues and any contentious issues or sessions or whatever. But most sessions, that's not the focus. So you could just easily skip over it. So that's why it's in the setup.
Cool, okay. Cool, very cool. All right.
It's a quick checklist. We typically don't spend a lot of time on any of these. But the thing is, like, if there's a major staffing issue happening that we need to focus on and there's accountability problems, you can't skip over that. There needs to be somewhere where you check off like, okay, everything's fine, moving on, because if that is a problem, and the same thing with proposals, if someone has a proposal and it's not a topic, under our policies, it still automatically goes into the voting form, for the normal voting form. You don't have to actually discuss a proposal in order for it to go into the voting form. Okay.
All right, so let's do that first. Yeah, let's do that then.
Well, that comes after the topics if we need to.
Yeah, after the topic. Yeah.
But I think we could also just make
Yeah.
deadlines and schedule a topic. So I think we just make deadlines and schedule our first topic and go over it as a team. I think that would make the most sense.
Okay, let's do
Yeah, I
that.
equally have a proposal.
Yes.
Hello, are you guys getting me?
Yeah, we are.
Yes, I would like to take on a more responsibility. I don't know if that falls under under the worker involvement criteria.
No. So if you want to prioritize yourself for just reviewing your responsibilities, you can do that. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So so just be Tay. Management and responsibilities.
And also, can we discuss also the live support for Saturday?
Life support,
Right.
Anything else? I think I might have a proposal. I'll check the proposals section here. Says this is the policy proposal about the unassigned work. Unassigned work policy. And I have an issue with the current issues topic. I don't know what that means and why that's there.
Well, we have the review and update the issues from 1 month ago.
Yeah, that's not deep. That's could be anything. That's just not clear. I want if there's an issue, it needs to say what the issue is, not say, oh yeah, there was an issue a month ago. We need to talk about it. It's like that's not.
Well, we have the table, the list. We have current issues list.
The current issues list.
Yeah, we have a list with all the current issues that has not been updated since the last eval session. So we want.
Okay, so we could review and update the current issues list. So we have a list of issues that could be reviewed and updated.
Yeah, review and update the current issues is from month.
Yeah, the other you could also put this as the desired outcome and just say that the topic is just issues discussion. That make sense?
Yeah, perfect. History discussion.
So I would say we would focus on the worker involvement criteria, the training. I think these trainings could be combined. Deadline and schedule we already have. And then I'd like the idea of focusing on a TAE management. I don't know if we can get to the unassigned work policy issue, but yeah. But I would
okay.
start.
Well, okay. So definitely, I agree. Work involvement criteria. We also have the deadline, so that's gonna bring it up. Okay, here. Then we could. I mean, the EVA session. I don't know why you left the policies database out, Jay. I mean, that's centerpiece to this session, no?
What is the goal of the policies database? It says the desired outcome is just to review the policies we included. Like, is that necessary or?
No, we want to. I mean, this is new. We want to. You remember we said we wanted to do a voting form on this at the end of each EVA session with the policies, right? We want to bring this to the EVA session. We want to review the policies, and then the best way to learn the policies is to vote on them,
Yeah,
even if they're already policies.
Separate thing. So the policies database would introduce and present, the new policies database, or like the start of it, right? But then you're also talking about basically Sensei in our segmentation model, where we be voting on policies and things like that. That's a separate process and a separate responsibility. So this would be segmentation model and decision making, education, etc.
Okay. So what do you suggest?
I mean, I would suggest that we just cover those more simple things and just get through it. I mean, if you want to go over the policies database and just introduce it, we can. But I mean, you could also just link it and people just look at it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? Our goal is to basically have the essence of every single policy on a single spreadsheet. That's the goal, right?
Yeah. Okay. So let's.
It'll take us possibly 8 months to 2 years to have that in any sort of way that we can present it, to be really functional, right? So it's going to take a lot of work to get all our policies on that spreadsheet.
Okay, I think let's do these 4 topics.
A lot more exciting to present when we have all the policies there. Right now there's not a lot there.
Yeah, well, there is a bunch already. Okay, but okay, 1, 2, 3.
Maybe it's less
4.
than 5%, right? Maybe we're at 5%.
Wow, well, not even. Yeah, of course not. Oh, well, there is no. Obviously, there is just the ones that we have identified during the sessions, and you remember you putting the task to include them in the database. So it's very few. We have 8 on the recent issues, and broken the most, we have 3. So 11 total only. So I don't know. 1%.
So anyway, for me, it's not a huge priority. Like, I mean, I'm glad that we're doing it, but it's not like we need to.
Yeah,
I think these 4 topics are good, and then we could go do a view up, and after the view up, we could start the view up with basically an issues discussion, update our issue discussion, look at all of our priorities, and get organized, right? And this could be issues discussion and priorities, and get eval team organized, right? Get eval team organized.
Okay, so let's say here the monthly deadlines, I'd say should be very quick, 5 to 10 minutes. Then worker involvement maybe is going to take longer. Let's do at least 25, 30 minutes. Only 15, 20. 25, 15, 20. Ate, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Training, Jay, I have no idea.
Well, this could go on forever. So I think we could get the basics of the trajectory stuff in 10 minutes, and then the basics of understanding project management and relationships with trajectories in 10 minutes. So like, I don't know, let's say 15 to 30 minutes.
20. Okay. All right, so any other topic or any objections to these topics? Ate?
No objection.
No objection. Okay, Joy, so this is the estimated time. So you let us know how you're doing. So let's get started into topic 1. Should be able to do it before the break.
Yeah. 4
Okay.
minutes. 4 minutes.
I think we just go ahead and take a break myself. I mean, basically, the eval team happens once a month. It's a little bit more. We're not organized. It's kind of all over the place. So it makes sense that it took us a little while to get focused and organized. We started a little late. And so overall, I think it's fine. We're at the bottom of the hour. Let's take a 5-minute break. We'll come back and start topic 1.
Okay, let's take a break. 5 minutes break, guys. See you in 33.
Okay, 5 minutes break.
But let's just make sure we have a clear agreement on our topics. So we have 4 topics. We have deadlines, worker involvement. We're going to focus on ATE's management responsibilities, and then we're going to do training on trajectories. So is there anything else anyone wants to add? Joyce, ATE?
The life support on Saturday.
But it's during the view.
So do you think we could squeeze life support in as number 5? I would love to talk about life support too. I mean, I think we did it quickly. Mm-hmm. So life support / support alliance. We could say 10 to 20 minutes.
I mean, if you're squeezing life support to number 5, I would prefer to squeeze issues and discussion priority. Life support, I would do it if we have view up during the view up if we want.
I mean, I'm fine
But
with the issues, discussion, and priorities to come up, but I feel like life support is an issue, and it's a priority. And we're not. If we don't address it, week after week, month after month, it's still a major problem, and it needs to be fixed. So I'm fine making the issues, discussion, and priorities, and getting organized to make that number 6, and just commit to trying to get to it today, and that's going to take a while. I would say that could be 20 to 40 minutes.
All right. Remember, we have Cobalt H3, eh?
What?
We have Cobalt H3 session.
I think, this particular once a month sort of thing, it might end up canceling that session.
Okay.
Because I think this is priority. I don't know what session it is, but we're going to go over it during our schedule review, and we can see what is looming. That might get canceled.
Okay. All right. Let's take the 5-minute break, guys.
Wait. Let's still make sure we have agreement here. So we made a bunch of changes. We added life support and issues discussion. So we have 6 topics. We've got deadlines, worker involvement, ATA's management responsibilities, training on trajectories, life support, support alliance. I almost feel like Life Support Alliance might be a good combo name, the Life Support Alliance, And maybe that this is where you do use that. Anyways, issues, discussion, and priorities. This says it would be a minimum of like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
We have 2.5 hours. We're looking at 2.5 hours.
About 2.5 hours. So, I mean, this is going to take us over. It's going to be a long session if we try to do all of this. We could also stop halfway through and do a view up, like add a view up here after 3 topics, and then check in on the other topics before we go on. So I don't know what we want to do, or we just try to get through as much as we can as fast as possible.
I don't know. 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's definitely a session. So if we manage to do all of this in 2.5 hours, we would be a success.
You'll be good.
Yeah. All right. So let's just see how far we can get. Obviously, if anyone wants to check out at any time, you can. But is there any objections to these 6 topics? And let's make sure we're really focused on the org timing. Every 5 minutes, check in, and we'll try to get through these ideally faster than we even have.
Joyce, okay?
Okay.
That is you, okay?
Okay.
Keep us in check with the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
so let's. Okay, I have no objections. I agree on the topics.
Cool. Yeah, me too.
No objection.
Okay.
All right, 5-minute break. When we come back, do our deadlines and schedule.